Hello, Red Raider fans. Coach Tana here. Today's our first 100-yard walk of the 2024 football season, and my guest today is the North Rockland varsity football head coach, James Hickey. Coach, welcome.
What's going on, brother?
During your first year here at North Rockland, you were able to utilize the facilities, play on the grass field. Then the second year, you were posed with a lot of challenges, having to do daily practices and games down at the Haverstraw town facility. Tell me what it's like to be back on your field in this absolutely beautiful facility.
Nah, it's awesome. Anytime you're at home, practice on your home field, one, it makes it easier, but two, this is where we want to practice. You know, this is where we're playing our games. This is where we want to practice, and there's no place like home.
That is true. That is true. So 2022 was your first head coaching year. You were 5-5. You made the playoffs. Had a first round victory against John J. East Fishkill in an overtime game. Year 2 was 7-3. Did not make the playoffs. What are the goals for the 2024 Red Raider football team?
I think the goals are always the same, and it's get our guys ready to go, make sure that they understand their job, their responsibility, and then go out there and play hard. And if we take care of all the little things, the wins and losses, those things take care of themselves.
Keeping with the pace of the football team and their goals for 2024, what are the successes for offense, defense, and special teams?
Honestly, for our guys, it's doing their job, knowing the responsibility, knowing their plays, their assignments, and just going out there and executing those things. You know, if we prepare the right way, we'll be able to have success on offense, defense, and special teams. You know, I don't think about yards and stats and all that kind of stuff. I think about the little things. We take care of the little things and we own the process, and we'll have success in the long run.
On that same line, building a culture is not an easy thing. What is it like to build a culture here at North Rockland? And what is the main points that you hit to those players every day?
Yeah, so building a culture anywhere, it all starts with leading the right way and having coaches that are bought in, they understand the vision, and like they're right there alongside you. And I think that's what we have here at North Rockland. We have a bunch of coaches that are all in, you know, running around with their hair on fire, kind of showing the example, you know, to the players. And for me, like trying to set the culture here, it's all been about accountability, right? Players being accountable of themselves, right, representing the program the right way, and protecting the standard of North Rockland football.
Coach, being that the official start to New York State football and Section 1 is on August 24th, and a lot of teams do summer workouts. How are your summer workouts going?
Yeah, I think they've been good. I think we've you know, been effective, especially with our, you know, the times, you know, making sure that we're getting good enough work on offense and defense and special teams. But we've had a good group of guys that have been here. They've been consistent, and they're working really hard, both in the weight room and on the football field. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Coach, this is your 16th year coaching, 3rd year as a head coach. What is it like not only to play for North Rockland, but also to be the head coach of North Rockland and in this community?
Yeah, it's surreal, to be honest. Like, having grown up here and seeing like the glory days of North Rockland football and being able to be a player and then come back as a coach, it's humbling. You know, I'm honored to do it, to walk in the same footsteps as, you know, Coach Cordisco, Coach Casarola, Coach Lynch. You know, it's an honor to be in the spot that I'm in.
Coach, you mentioned some great North Rockland coaches. What other coaches had a positive influence on your coaching career?
Yeah, I've had quite a few. Honestly, I'd first have to go with, you know, Suffolk High School, Coach Delaney, Coach Jacoby. I spent my first 3 years coaching there. I learned a lot from them. Coach Jacoby was a huge mentor of mine, especially on the offensive side of the football. Then I would actually have to go to Coach Nahan. Coach Nahan was the head coach at Randolph High School. He's now at High Point in New Jersey. In terms of becoming a head coach, I would not be ready to be in the spot that I'm in now if it wasn't for Coach Nahan.
Coach, now that we're deep into the red zone on the 3-yard line, ready to punch it in, one last question.
Sure.
What's the most difficult part of coaching football?
Yeah, I'd say the most difficult part of coaching is probably the time away from my family. You know, there's days when you wake up in the morning and like my wife and daughter are sleeping, and then there's nights I get home and my wife and daughter are sleeping. So as a football coach, as a father, as a husband, I'm going full days without, you know, seeing my wife and daughter, and that's probably the hardest part about coaching for me.
Well, Coach, we're in the end zone. I want to thank you and appreciate you taking out the time.
Of course.
With your busy schedule, and look forward to what's going to happen this season. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would just say, I'm looking forward to the community coming out September 6th, 6:30 for our first game at the Tana Haverstraw Sports Complex. We got Monroe, Woodbury coming in, and we're really excited. We have our Childhood Cancer Awareness Night, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Also, make sure you check us out on Red Raider Football TV on YouTube. Go Raiders!